The voice of the North Platte Plainsmen, and Carson Trail, the voice of the Western Nebraska Pioneers, here in the Logos broadcast booth. Plainsmen couldn't get anything across on the top of the second despite having two on, so Comfort will have to face Brad Halleck, Aiden Orr, and Coy Carpenter, the 5-6-7 batters, in a 0-0 ball game. Halleck, the DH, hitting .292 on the year, 10 doubles and 2 home runs. He's got 21 runs batted in. As he will wait on the first pitch of the inning from Anthony Comfort, who started the last frame in a bit of trouble, but worked out of it. There's a strike, 0-1. As Comfort taking advantage of the outside part of the plate against a right-handed hitter. Something the pitchers have figured out with Jordan Balthazar behind the plate, and another one in roughly the same spot, maybe a bit more away, but it's 0-2.
Yeah, and this is kind of a nightmare zone for Brad Halleck. Not only does he have to deal with his weak part, the outside corner being called.
Well, there he smacks one into right center field. It's going to find the grass and take 2 hops before finding the glove of Knowlton. Rounding into second goes Halleck, and he's got a stand-up double to lead off inning number 2. Comfort threw one that worked its way a little bit too far inside, and Halleck roped one for a leadoff double.
Yeah, nice piece of contact for Brad Halleck. That has not been a common thing for him as of late, so I'm sure that's something he'll be happy with. A leadoff double and a loud piece of contact, just taking a pitch the other way.
So now it'll be Aiden Orr. Orr has 18 runs batted in. And just like last inning, there's a man down at second for Comfort to work against. This time, though, with nobody out. First pitch is hit on a line to left center field. Moving back is Hockmer. It's over his head. It'll one hop off the wall. Into third goes Halleck. He's rounding. He will come in to score with no throw. Another double back-to-back for the Pioneers. And quickly, this part of the order has taken a 1-0 lead against Anthony Comfort.
And Aiden Orr has been the bane of the Plainsmen the entire season. Average up over 400 against the Plainsmen. That's his 8th extra base hit. This one to drive in a run to make it 1-0 Pioneers.
So Coy Carpenter hitting in the same situation that Aiden Orr last hit in. He's got a man at second, nobody out, except this time he's got the 1-0 lead, as Comfort having to face back-to-back lefties. His first pitch is hit on a high fly ball in the outfield. Moving over is Knowlton. He settles under it, makes the catch. Initially tagging was Aiden Orr. He makes his way back to second. So Carpenter provides the first out, a fly out in inning number 2.
Yeah, an uncharacteristically big swing from Coy Carpenter. He's not a big guy. He's typically a guy that thrives on putting the ball, when he puts the ball on the ground. That one would have moved a runner over. But perhaps just as much a credit to the deception of Anthony Comfort and get Carpenter to fly into an unproductive first out.
So now it's Cameron Schneider, who of his last 7 days has gone 7 for 14, batting .500 over this past week with 7 runs batted in. On the season, he's got 16 RBIs. He's got a man down at second, 1 down, and a 1-0 Pioneers lead. The bottom of inning number 2. Swing, and there's a line drive over the head of Golbeck to left field. It's caught by Hockmer, and 2 outs. That one right on a line for Nick Hockmer. Had to move in a couple of steps, but made the catch. And so Comfort's got 2 quick pitches that are outs for the bottom of the order and Hunter McCullum.
And when this inning is wrapped up, I don't actually think that it would have been that laborious for Comfort. Those are a lot of quick outs, and even the base runners that he's allowed have been fairly early in counts.
And if he can get this man out quick, that would be a huge relief for Anthony Comfort. He said his goals for today were to work about 6 innings and get his way through with a limited pitch count on him and try and potentially work a 7th as he steps off the mound. He doesn't want to have more than about 85 pitches after 6 innings of work. As his last outing, he had to throw quite a lot, well over 100, against the Game Day Angels in that 9-inning complete game. First pitch is a called strike, bit low and away, so it's 0-1 to Hunter McCullum, the bottom part of the order for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, hitting .183, entering Game 2 against the North Platte Plainsmen of 3 that they will play this weekend. The 0-1 pitch is chopped foul towards the Pioneers dugout, and it goes in, so it's 0-2. And if Comfort can get out of this, despite back-to-back leadoff doubles, only allowing 1 run would be a fairly solid inning for the lefty, and he would turn it over to the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for North Platte. He sets and fires the 0-2 home, swinging a ground ball on the infield for Trey Runge. Fields it off of 2 hops. He clutches it onto first, and that is in time to retire him. A closer play than it needed to be as Runge struggled to find it out of his glove, but nevertheless, the inning ends. A run does score, but the Plainsmen, after back-to-back doubles, leave men on base. It's 1-0 heading to the third frame of work here on the West Coast scoreboard.